Welcome to another episode of Routes Through Pokemon. I'm Pokemon Trainer Shea.
And I'm Pokemon Trainer Ruby.
Or maybe I should say Pokemon Trainer. Because they just write the PKMN in a weird way.
Pokemon Trainer Ruby. Pokemon Trainer Ruby.
And we are a father and daughter team working our way through the Pokemon series of video games, the anime, and the Pokemon Adventures manga. And this week we are on our second to last route for the for season 2. I was going to say for the Johto season, but we're back in Kanto now, so well, we will be.
It's still a Johto season.
Yes. Oh, but this is going to be our route 21. We've done 21 routes now, starting with this one, or with this one done. But before we jump into what we covered in our video game adventures, let's catch up on what's been going on in real life.
Oh.
How's school going?
It's going fine.
Oh, yeah? No troubles?
I mean, it's school.
Yeah, but you expected them to take you a certain amount of time, but at least one of the classes has been taking a lot more time, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been taking like 2 or 3 hours, and it's supposed to take like an hour.
So not great, but otherwise you're still getting things in time for the most, like on time for the most part.
For the most part.
And I know your brother has started his stuff. He was a little bit later because he got registered a little later, but
yeah.
Do you guys have the same classes?
No, we're in different grades.
Yeah.
He's got like health and like a different kind of history than me.
Yeah, he has American history and you have world history.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah. But you both have math.
Yes. And he has health and I have science.
Ah, okay.
I'm going to have health at some point in some quarter.
Sure. Anything else going on?
My little sister will be born soon.
Yeah, she's not here yet, but we're getting real close, and
she'll be born by the time
is...
this comes up.
Yeah, she will Yes. Yeah, this episode will be going out at I think the end of October. I think that's when you guys are able to listen to this.
Old.
Yep. But yeah, Serenity's definitely getting ready to be done. She's been very uncomfortable. Trying to think if anything interesting or new has happened to me lately. Oh, here we go. I got some interesting news. This recording was going to maybe have to be late, or we were going to have to change something for the last couple episodes because somebody decided to break their 3DS, or my 3DS that they're using. Yeah, you come down, you're like, well, see, the X button, it wasn't working, but it's working now. Good news. But now the A button's not working, which was actually a more important button for the game.
We could have figured something out if the X button.
We could have totally. I don't think the X button is really used for anything.
It's used quite a bit to get that little screen up.
That you can do that with Start.
No, I was trying. It wasn't working.
Well, you can, because I don't use X like ever. Anyway. So, we were going to record this morning, but instead we had to push it out because I was trying to fix the 3DS, and I succeeded.
Yay!
It was really rough, though, because like they said it was an easy enough fix when I Googled it, and it is. You just have to get in there, which isn't like a big project necessarily, but there's a lot of tiny screws and stuff. But 3 of the screws to get part of it off were stripped real bad, and I could not get them out. And so I tried a couple different techniques to get them out, and that didn't work, unfortunately. So the next option was using a drill to drill into the heads to take them off. And drilling into a 3DS was not something I really wanted to try, but I was desperate, so I did. And the first 2 worked out really well. The third one, it was at a weird angle or something, I don't know, and it wasn't coming out, wasn't breaking off, wasn't doing what I needed to, so I added a little bit more pressure, like I had to do with the other ones, and put more. I'm like, maybe I'm just not pushing as hard as I did before, and then all of a sudden the drill went through, and I'm like, and I was really worried I like drilled through something important, because I know there's all kinds of stuff over there. Fortunately, all it did was just strip out the housing for the screw, which, like, I'm not putting those screws back in ever anyway, so whatever.
I don't think it was even my fault, like, that it wasn't working, because it somehow got wet.
Yeah, there was moisture where the battery was. There was moisture where the buttons were.
But after he cleaned it, he should, like, it was so dirty in there. That's probably just the gunk. Like, it was really dirty. So that must be the solution.
Yeah, that's all it was. Mm-hmm. So you just haven't been washing your hands very well.
When was the last time you cleaned it?
You usually don't have to take things apart and clean them for these things.
You probably use it more than me with trading.
Well, that's fair. Anyway, It's all fixed. We were good to go. I'm very happy. So we'll be able to do our battle today, because we are having a battle today. So, that's all I can really think of, I guess. I don't know. I've been busy with work, baby stuff. Rearranging the house a little bit, because still sorting through my dad's stuff, but we got a lot of it taken care of. We sold some of the stuff because we didn't need it. Some of the stuff we put up for sale, so hopefully it'll go. And because of the new TV we moved the TV that was in our main area for watching TV. So with the new TV, we had to move the ones we did have in the main area where we watch TV back to another room where which used to be like our kind of main living area. But we couldn't put it up yet because furniture had been moved around in there. So I just recently rearranged the furniture. I haven't put the TV up yet, but that's next step. And then hopefully I get my computer, like my PC computer, fixed, so that the TV will be a TV, but also like a monitor.
Also, I think you should still put one in my room, which you haven't been doing. Why aren't you?
You don't have room in your room.
I do.
I think the only wall that it might have room is not really a solid wall.
No, we would not put it on that wall. One wall's like a piece of sheetrock. Painted and looks pretty. And it's got some like backboards.
Most walls are sheetrock.
Just sheetrock without a big like support behind it?
No, yeah. But I think it's seemingly weaker than that. It's more like cardboard. It's like between sheetrock and cardboard.
I still think you should put it in my room. Me and my sister will watch shows on
No,
Please.
Not going to happen. The way you guys keep your rooms clean, never going to happen. We have enough TVs. We have an excessive amount of TVs.
We do. But I want to put one in my room.
I know you do, but we don't need that. We already have an excessive amount.
Who's most likely to break a TV mounted on a wall in their room? Or who's least likely? The downstairs.
That's not a reason why I would put one in there, though. I'm not concerned about people breaking it in the room.
The downstairs ones, they're not going to do it. They will destroy it. And the one out here, one already got broken.
Yeah. Anyway.
You should put it in my room.
No. You don't need a TV in your bedroom.
Please.
That's a privilege for the adults.
You guys have a huge TV in your room.
Yes, we do. Not as big as the one in the main room.
And Mom complains about the size.
Of what?
The one in your room. It's too small. We need to go do it downstairs.
That's because we really like the big one now. It's so fun. But yeah, that was the one in our room was the biggest TV. It was bigger than the one we had in the main living room.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, not significantly so, but it was bigger.
The one downstairs by the basement, we hardly use that one. Put it in my room.
Or keep it. No, we watched a movie down there not that long ago.
Actually, it is kind of helpful for that.
It really is.
You should let me and my sister watch the movie down there, or shows down there, and then go upstairs and go to bed.
No, maybe.
Yes!
Anyway. So, I think that's all I got, really, for updates. Nothing too much. We just decided to go on a tangent about televisions instead. What?
When you put the one in the old living room, this could be 5 TVs.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah.
Is there still a dead one on that wall? I can't remember.
No, we removed it. Okay. And we technically have...
We or Mom?
I think she did. I don't remember. But we technically have 6 televisions because there's the one that we aren't going to keep.
Yeah, I'm just talking about ones on the walls right now.
And then if you want to talk about your grandma, who lives in an attached apartment, she has 2 TVs as well.
in her really tiny house. So like.
Yep. So really, by comparison, in her tiny house with the 2 TVs, us having 5 is with a much bigger area. Makes sense. It seems to equal out pretty well.
I'd say if you think.
But that means we have like 7 TVs, like anybody could be watching.
Because we go over to her house all the time.
Oh, I know.
And they watch it
I
in her
don't, but
bedroom.
you guys do. You kids.
And the funny thing is,
we don't believe in screen time around
free.
here.
Oh.
Yeah, most of them have been free.
Because the huge one's free.
Yeah.
The one that we used to have, instead of the huge one, that one was cheaper.
Yeah, so we had a TV, and then one of my children destroyed it. I forget how I don't remember. There was 2 different methods of destruction. One was a car, I think, like a toy car.
A toy car got thrown at the one up here.
Oh, was that one? Okay. So anyway, our big TV that we used to have got destroyed. So then we replaced it, and within a month, a butter knife got put into it.
The butter knife was the first one.
Maybe it was the first one. Something happened to the second one then. I don't remember what it was.
I don't remember what it was either. Was it just 2 butter knives?
I don't think so. Anyway, and it was the same person, I think.
And ironically, he's the one who wants to watch TV the most.
He is. And so then, like, we just didn't have a TV for a bit, which is how it was going to be. But then my wife found a good deal on one that had, like, this thin pink line on one side of it.
Yeah, you can't even realize.
You never even, like, I always forget it's there now. Because it just disappears when you're watching things. Like, it doesn't actually disappear, but you don't notice it. And so we had that for a while. She got that for Father's Day for me. And we still have that one.
I think I pitched in.
And that's the one that's going to go in the other room. Well, that's the one I have to put back up. But then we got one for free from an apartment that it just got kind of abandoned there. And the apartments are owned by my mother-in-law. And so cleaning it out, there was all kinds of stuff that we kept out of there because the people didn't want it. The ones that were related to the person who passed away. And so we got a TV, and that goes down in the basement in our burrow.
And the one up here, that one was free.
That came from my brother.
The one in your room, did you actually, like, buy that?
So the one in my room isn't necessarily free, but it kind of is because we bought a new fridge because we needed a much bigger fridge, and there was a $200 rebate. Or not rebate. We basically got $200 we could spend at the same place because we bought this fridge, and that wasn't like we were buying this fridge no matter what. So it is like an extra. It's like a free $200, basically. Mm-hmm. And so we're like, well, let's get a TV for our room. TV? That was like $200.
So what? Yeah.
Well, we did. Do we have a screen protector on that one?
I think you do.
Yeah. The screen protectors, we have to keep buying those, and those are kind of expensive. But we also bought a ginormous one for the ginormous TV. That was hard to put on, but we got it. So, yeah, a lot of our... and then, yeah, the ginormous TV was free, too, because my dad passed away, and he had it, so now I have that.
It is huge.
So almost all of our TVs are free.
Which one did we buy?
The pink line, and the one before it, and the one before it.
Those are like living room TVs, so anyone would buy those.
Sure.
I'm not trying to say everyone has TVs or whatever, but like...
Most people do. Anyway, enough about our screens.
We're just like bragging about how rich we are.
Except we're not. They were all free.
A lot of the stuff in our house is free.
Yeah. Anyway.
My outfit was free.
Yes. Back. So let's go ahead and jump into the video games now. So, we ended our last playthrough in Johto because we went back to get the legendaries. You had to get Lugia, I had to get Ho-Oh, and then I had to do a lot of other stuff too. Mm-hmm. Like catching all 3 legendary beasts to get Ho-Oh in the other game. So then, there was other things that we hadn't quite wrapped up in Johto, so we decided to do that. For example, there were some Pokemon we missed. And I've recently learned that I forgot about a whole other Pokemon that we still haven't got, and that's also going to be in Johto, so I got to go find that stupid thing. And that's Dunsparce.
I think I could get it if you just tell me exactly where it is. I'll go get it.
Dark Cave. I've told you.
But you said it might not be in the same spot.
Well, it's split in half, so it might be only one half of the Dark Cave. I don't remember.
So you need to tell me that.
Just Google it. It's on Bulbapedia.
You want me to start Googling stuff about the games?
Okay. For Dunsparce? Dunsparce and Gold, that's fine.
No, giving me permission for
Nope,
that gives me
I am not.
permission for
Nope,
everything
I am
else.
not doing that.
Okay, do you want me to catch the den sparse?
You can try.
Well, if you don't want me to...
I will find out exactly where it's at. Okay?
Okay.
But I will still try to be looking for it myself. All right. So, we don't have Dunsparce yet, because I only more recently realized that. But we also didn't have Magmar yet, because we missed him in the Burn Tower.
Mm-hmm.
So we went to the Burn Tower, and we caught our Magmars down in the basement of there. And that way I could later hatch some Magbees, which I did. And we all have those. And then we also needed to do the Ruins of Alph, because we hadn't quite finished that.
Yes.
There was at least 2 more puzzles we were supposed to do, and I knew that for some reason. And there's a cave you can see when you're walking around in the original area of the Ruins of Alph, but we couldn't figure out how to get over there. And so you decided you were going to look all around the main area. And
I didn't get very far.
And I decided to start just going south and hugging the west side as much as possible to see if I could find some path we missed. So it wasn't until we got down to until I got down to Union Cave and I went down those first steps that go to like that underground lake area, because we had done that when we first went through and it was kind of a dead end because we didn't have surf or anything. And when we did get surf, I'm like, oh yeah, they talked about something down in the depths on Fridays, and so I thought we were going to have to go there, but then we found the other little lake to cross and then go down different steps where we found trainers and all that stuff and eventually found Lapras. And so I'm like, do we never surf across this? We didn't, because there was a way to go through with a couple trainers and then a branching path, one that needed strength to get past because there was a boulder, to 2 different puzzles. So we did those finally. But in one of those paths, there is also a patch of grass that has 2 Pokemon in it that we didn't have, and that was Natu and Smeargle. So we finally got those guys too.
All of his Pokemon were really easy to catch, I think.
Yeah. And then the 2 puzzles we had to put together, what were they? There was a Ho-Oh, and that one was really easy to put together.
It was, except you got one of the ones, the 2.
I was so I was so focused on other parts that I didn't realize I had a couple things I needed to switch on top. But yeah. Which were easy ones to switch. Like they were obvious.
But I got it, so I helped you.
Yeah.
Which is.
And then the other one was Ammonite.
Yeah.
And that was a pain in the butt.
Yeah, you had to help me.
I did have to help you, but we eventually got it. It just took a little bit. And that was all there was to the Ruins of Alph, except that we also therefore unlocked more Unknown, yes. However, that wasn't all there was. In Crystal.
Oh!
In Crystal, the back of each puzzle room had a secret word written in unknown letters that was a hint for something.
Oh, that's fun.
And we had that a little bit in the manga, too. Remember they saw the escape rope thing? Mm-hmm. So one of them did say escape. The first one did. And so I used an escape rope next to it, and it opened a secret passage. So I went in there, and there's a bunch of items to collect, and then there's another place to drop down, and then there's a secret message written in unknown letters on the ground, just to tell you something. So in the chamber behind it, the message written in unknown it said, "Our words shall remain here for the ages."
Lovely.
So then the next place where the Aerodactyl puzzle was, which was our second one, had the word light as a hint. You have any idea how that one opened?
Oh, goodness. Why do you make me guess?
I'm just interested to see if you could figure it out.
Light? Did you have to use Flash?
I did!
Oh.
Good job! Yeah, so I used Flash and got in there. And that message, after getting the secret items and stuff, said, "Thus we shall erect a Pokemon statue outside." And then the next one I did was the Ammonite puzzle room, and the clue there was water.
Surf?
I wasn't sure what I needed to do because it just opened up as soon as I read it.
Oh.
But that's just because I had to have a water stone in my inventory. And I happen to have one. I looked it up because I'm like, how did I open it? Because I didn't know, because I just opened. So, this one said they possess great insight and refuse the outside world. And then the final room, which had the Ho-Oh puzzle, it had the hint Ho-Oh, which I was kind of annoyed about because I didn't have Ho-Oh in my party yet. So I went and left, got Ho-Oh, went all the way back to Union Cave and back down and back in there and went up to it, and it still didn't open. And I'm like, so then I moved him to my front of my party. That was all I needed to do. But he still needed to be in my party, so I still had to do that. And there we had the message, we humans must learn to walk in harmony with them. We depart for their sakes. I don't really know what all the messages meant, but it was kind of cool. But then I decided to do something else.
Oh, really?
So that we would, just to see if it was important, and also I had extra time to do so, I caught every single kind of unknown in Crystal to see if it would do anything. It did, but I also learned something while I did so. And it had nothing to do with needing to catch them all, but I was able to find them more often because remember all those people talking about turning on the radio there? There is a special station you can tune into and it changes the music then, but it makes Pokemon show up more often. So it attracted the unknown basically, so I was able to find them faster. But I did catch them all. And I don't know if you remember, but when you go in your Pokedex, you can look at your unknown Pokedex. Like it's a special area. And when we caught a few, they had words that started with the letter that we caught. So now I have all the words. They don't mean anything, really, but I have them all. And I will go over them real quick here. All right, so my first one was E. So that had engage. And then increase for I. Help for H. Direct for D. Keep for K. Zoom for Z. X doesn't have a word. It's just XXXXX. We have, I think it's nuzzle for an N. Reassure for R. Want for W. Curse for C. Tell for T. Quicken for Q. Laugh for L. Give for G. Perform for P. Search for S. Vanish for V. Angry for A. Gear for G. Yield for Y. Undo for U. Find for F. Make for M. Join for J. Observe for O. And those are the letters. So, yeah, I got all the unknown in at least one game, so that was fun. And it's nice to know that I did it. Even if it didn't do anything new, I'm glad to have succeeded in getting all 26 unknown. Mm-hmm. So then we went to another area we missed, and that was surfing in the Slowpoke Well. Where we found a guy who actually sounded very much like that professor on the Humunga Dunga Island that wanted to observe Slowpoke. Oh. Because he wanted to see them evolve, and this the same with this guy. And he gave us something we've been missing for a while. Do you remember what it was?
Probably not.
Well, it has to do with Slowpoke.
Slowpoke?
And evolution.
King's Rock?
King's Rock! Which you did not use for your Slowpoke. But I did.
Wait, what did I use?
Poliwrath. Instead of Poliwrath, you got Politoed. Politoed. So then after playing Indiana Jones or Tomb Raider or whatever you want to call us, we headed back to Pewter City in Kanto, which was sort of where we left off in that region. We actually did Mount Moon a little bit, but it just kind of went in a circle. So we went back to Pewter City and headed south, which is where the Viridian Forest is supposed to be, but instead of being its own area now, it was just like a little trail through trees that existed in the area of Viridian Forest, but in the original one. And we found a bunch of secret items there.
Yep.
And then we also battled a couple bug catchers. And these ones were much harder than when they were in Red and Blue, because they had like level 30, 40 Pokemon.
That doesn't make any sense.
And so then we make it to Viridian City. And there, once again, the gym is empty, so we can't fight it. Just like in Red and Blue. But there's also this battle club there, which is where we met our Pokemon trainer, our new trainer type.
Ah, yes.
And I've battled there a couple times since, and it's always the same guy. They're like, your person you're going to battle today is Cal. It's always Cal.
Cal
and he
always wants to battle.
And he always has the 3 starter final evolutions of the 3 starters from Johto. But he gives you lots of money and experience points, so it's nice for evolving stuff. But you can only battle once a day. So then it's back to Indigo Plateau for more leveling.
Nah.
Oh, and then in Viridian City, there's also a tree to cut down to talk to a guy by a lake, which was exactly like in Red and Blue, and he said the exact same thing. He was sleeping, he woke up and had a TM, and it was the Nightmare TM? No, not Nightmare. Dream Eater. So then we go further south, and we battle some more trainers on the way to Pallet Town. Only 2 trainers, despite you thinking there was 3 for some reason.
For what?
The path between Viridian City and Pallet Town. You're like, oh no, I fought 2 before this one. And I'm like...
But I think I fought...
But you didn't. There was only 2 trainers there. Like, I showed you, and you went back. Like, there was only 2 people.
There was someone else there.
There really wasn't.
That's what you think. Were you playing my game?
No.
I didn't think so.
Anyway, in Pallet Town, we find out that Professor Oak's broadcasts are not live. He records them previously, kind of like what we do. I mean, ours are never live, but we record ahead of time. Like a decent amount ahead of time, like we're doing now. Because it is September, and this is going out in October.
It's like at the end of September, though.
Right, and this goes out at the end of October. When we talk to Oak himself, he tells us that he'll give us something special once we return to him after getting all 8 Kanto Badges. Mm-hmm. So that will be interesting. I'm excited to try to figure that out. And then Daisy is given a name in this one. In the original game, it doesn't show her name, and she just talks to us. And our rival just refers to her as his sister. But this one, it does say Daisy. And here, and when we played Red and Blue, when we talked to her, she seemed like she was like a younger sister or something.
Yeah.
Is the impression I got. I don't know why. But here, she talks about her little brother, so she's an older sister.
You just think girls are weak and little. You're
Absolutely.
such a sexist.
I am. I'm very misogynistic.
I don't know
that. Anyway, I'm not, so it doesn't matter. But she mentions her kid brother, and she tells us that Blue is her brother, so it doesn't matter which game we're playing, it's just Blue, so he is the rival character. Not Red. Like, it's not Red in one game and Blue in another game, it's just Blue.
What game did you play?
I played Blue.
Ah, you're the rival.
Yep.
I was really hoping that
But
you were.
he is the gym leader in Viridian City, she tells us. So that's super exciting. I'm like, sweet! You get to one of the people that we played as gets to be a gym leader, so I'm okay with being Blue. I'm okay with being a gym leader. So after all of that, after Pallet Town is done, I think we visited Red's mom as well, but she's like, I haven't seen him in a while. So maybe he died somewhere.
Yeah.
Heading south onto Sea Route 21, we stop by some grass and hunt up Mr. Mime, and I fail. So I go back later and do it after...
Did I fail?
No, you got it. And I tried for a while. I said, you go ahead. And I'm like, that's it. I'm done. I'll go back and get it later. And I did.
I like my name for him. It's so funny.
Ash?
Isn't it hilarious? Guys, tell me how funny I am.
And so, yeah, we fight some, swimmers and stuff like that. Fishermen as well on the way to Cinnibar Island. And when we find Cinnibar Island, it doesn't look like it used to, does it?
I forgot to explore. I thought it was just random Pokemon Center.
Because that's all there really is a Pokemon Center, a couple signs, and Blue. Blue's there.
Yeah.
And we try to challenge him, and he's like, no, I'm not in the mood for fighting.
Yeah, why aren't you in the mood for fighting? You suck.
Well, at the end of it, he's like, all right, well, I'll meet you back at my gym, and then we can battle.
You think you're all fancy, but you're not.
But we didn't go meet him at the gym yet, because we continued down the sea routes.
And I got lost.
Because it's so hard to find your way in
Did you see how big that water was?
It's just a straight path, though.
If you choose to.
Yeah,
if you don't, up,
yeah,
there's a lot of water, and I wasn't sure where it was. I was like...
Anyway, it's just like it was before when we played Red and Blue.
We need a small map in the corner that is like the map of the like that you can go into.
Like a Metroid or something. Oh, that's something we've been doing again too, is playing some Metroid.
I've not been allowed to play.
That's not true. I said you could play, but you also need to evolve some stuff. You have a lot to evolve.
But right now I just have to get through the Elite Four because I am.
Well, you gotta finish that then. So yeah, more sea route swimmers, and we make our way to the Seafoam Islands. And there's only one little cave.
Just like you.
What? What? What does that even mean? Do I have a small mouth or something? So you don't even know. You're just making weird crap up. Okay.
Well, I don't know. There were lots of thoughts that flew through my head. Flew through my head.
Have you been drinking?
I don't think so.
Okay. Anyway.
I don't like drugs. I don't like alcohol.
What has gotten into you? Alright. So we make it to the Seafoam Islands, and where before it had a bunch of like cave system stuff where we eventually found Articuno, this one has just a tiny little cave.
Very, very small.
And inside that cave is Blaine, and he's using it as his gym right now.
He seems very annoyed that his other gym got blown up.
Yeah, well, yeah, because the volcano destroyed most of Cinnibar, which is why the gym's not there and why he's over here.
Okay, who built the gym next to the volcano? Like, you can't be that annoyed, mister.
I mean, in the anime, it was in the volcano.
Yeah, what's like a volcano gym? So I don't understand.
Yeah. So we battle him, and he's actually pretty easy with his fire Pokemon. We had water stuff to deal with it, so, you know. And so, yeah, we won our... I don't even remember what badge it's called, but we got it. Volcano badge. We got our volcano badge. So now we have 7 out of 8 gym badges in Kanto. We only have 1 left, and we know Blue has it.
Uh-huh.
And then we have to go talk to Oak after that. And I'm going to guess we finally get access to Mount Silver. Where there's supposed to be some Pokemon we don't have yet.
I'm excited. This is going to be cool.
Yeah, so we're very close to finishing up Gold, Silver, and Crystal. But before we wrapped up, we also finished the Seafoam Island route because that's supposed to take us to Fuchsia City. And when we were in Fuchsia City, that road was blocked for like construction or whatever. Well, when we get back up there, it's now wide open. So the construction was done and those people are gone.
Yay!
So we can go that way. Not that we would, because we just fly wherever we want to go.
Yeah.
Ooh, speaking of flying. Usually I've used like Charizard or a Pidgey or Pidgeot or whatever, you know? And so you have like the little sprite is always like a Pidgey. Like even if you use Farfetch'd, I think. Even if you use Charizard, maybe.
Yeah, I think it's always like this.
And it just shows you like fly off on the map or whatever. Well, I've recently switched up my party because I have what I think I'm going to use as my final party for Silver now, which is also what I'll use in our battle in a bit. But Crobat can learn fly. And so when you use him on the map, it shows a little bat sprite and takes you wherever you want to go. And that's kind of fun. And that's another thing, actually. We've been trying to level up Pokemon and stuff and leveling up our party. And I definitely have some leveling up to do now that I've decided on what party I want to use. And I've even used some TMs and stuff to like give certain ones special moves.
You're gonna beat me.
I'm hoping. Especially that Umbreon. It's a real problem child.
I don't know. He's gotten some higher levels.
I know. Anyway. But
and my Umbreon is not a problem child.
One of the days I went over there, it was Wednesday. And when I went to go fight the Elite Four, guess who was there?
Chicken butt.
The rival. And I told you that, so I made you go fight him too. And so since we did encounter our rival again, and I looked it up, he's like every Monday, Wednesday or something he's there.
He's today.
Nice. And so since we battled him, we're going to have to battle in just a few minutes. But also, I learned that he is somewhere else when he's not battling. And so I went looking for him, and he's in the Dragon's Den. on that little island with the shrine. And you can talk to him. And if you talk to him, he's just like, well, I'm not battling right now. I'm still training my Pokemon. They're not ready yet. And then every Monday and Wednesday, apparently they're ready.
He can just come up and battle us whenever he darn well pleases, but we can't go battle him.
Right. So that was kind of cool to see that, like, he's where he's training and he's actually working on training. He's like, because even when he challenges us at Indigo League, he's not a jerk anymore, you know?
No.
So that's pretty cool. But that is what we've covered in our game so far. So next time we play, we're hoping to take on the last gym and explore Mount Silver, and I think we also want to finish up the Sea Cottage quests.
Yeah.
Where the guy is like, show me this kind of Pokemon, and then you bring it to him, and then he gives you something, and then he wants a different Pokemon to be seen.
Okay.
So I want to finish those two. Otherwise, yeah, we're almost done. Next week, we have the final manga and the final episodes of the anime. And then the week after that, it's wrapping up Gold, Silver, and Crystal.
No!
Why are you sad? Now we get to move on to another generation. One that you're named after. Well, you're not named after, but you share a name with. Ruby and Sapphire. So you and your cat. Yeah. But with all that out of the way, I think it's time for us to go over what... because we got some new Pokemon, evolved some Pokemon, so it's time for Pokedex entries!
Who's that Pokemon?
Starting off with Politoed. Frog, number 186. Whenever 3 or more of these get together, they sing in a loud voice that sounds like bellowing.
Sounds like the boys.
If Poliwag and Poliwhirl hear its echoing cry, they respond by gathering from far and wide.
When it expands its throat to croak out a tune, nearby Poliwag and Poliwhirl gather immediately.
Your guys is similar.
Yes.
Slowking Royal, number 199. It has incredible intellect and intuition. Whatever the situation, it remains calm and collected.
What? Every time it yawns, Shelder injects more poison into it. The poison makes it more intelligent. What does that have to do with Slowking?
Because the Shelder... Remember how Slowbros are Shelders on their tails, even though they don't look like a Shelder anymore? We had that whole conversation. The Shelder's on its head now.
Okay. Poison makes it more intelligent.
Yeah, that sounds kind of weird.
Kind of sounds like a country song about the bar.
Country song.
Like you gotta go drink your poison.
I hear ya. I hear it now. When its head was bitten, toxins entered Slowpoke's head and unlocked an extraordinary power. Power of...
drunk.
Exactly. Liquid courage.
Inhibitions. Bellossom? How do you say that? Bellossom?
Yep, Bellossom.
Bellossom. Flower, number 182. When these dance together, their petals rub against each other, making pretty relaxing sounds.
Oh dear. Yeah.
Pretty relaxing sounds.
Did sound relaxing when my parents.
That's the strangest definition I've ever read.
Yeah, when I had to type that one out and I knew it was yours to start with, I'm like, oh dear.
Oh man. Fertilize that flower.
Plentiful in the tropics, when it dances, its petals rub together and make a pleasant ringing sound.
Blossom gather at times and appear to dance. They say that the dance is a ritual to summon the sun.
Yours looks nothing about rubbing together. Sunflora, sun, number 192. In the daytime, it rushes about in a hectic manner, but it comes to a complete stop when the sun sets.
Sounds like me.
It converts sunlight into energy. In the darkness, after sunset, it closes its petals and becomes still.
As the hot season approaches, the petals on this Pokemon's face become more vivid and lively.
Hitmonlee, kicking. Number 106. This amazing Pokemon has an awesome sense of balance. It can kick in succession from any position.
It is also called the Kickmaster. It uses its elastic legs to execute every known kick.
If it starts kicking repeatedly, both legs will stretch even longer to strike a fleeing foe.
Hitmonchan, punching. Number 107. To increase the strength of all its punch moves, it spins its arms just before making contact.
Its punches slice the air. They are launched at such high speed, even a slight graze could cause a burn.
Its punches slice the air. However, it seems to need a short break after fighting for 3 minutes.
Magby, live coal, number 240. It is found in volcanic craters. Its body temp is over 1100 degrees, so don't underestimate it.
Each and every time it inhales and exhales, hot embers dribble out of its mouth and nostrils.
It naturally spits an 1100-degree flame. It is said when many appear, it heralds a volcanic eruption.
I wonder if a bunch showed up for Cinnibar Island before that happened.
Maybe. Magmar, Spitfire. Number 126. It dislikes cold places, so it blows scorching flames to make the environment suitable for itself.
It moves more frequently in hot areas. It can heal itself by dipping its wounds into lava.
The fiery surface of its body gives off a wavering, rippling glare that is similar to the sun.
Mr. Mime, Barrier. Number 122. It uses the mysterious power it has in its fingers to solidify air into an invisible wall.
Its fingertips emit a peculiar force field that hardens air to create an actual wall.
A skilled mime from birth, it gains the ability to create invisible objects as it matures.
Some of these I feel like they're the school projects where you have to add to the conversation.
Yep.
But you can't repeat what the person before you said.
Absolutely. I get that feeling too. Every once in a while it's like, ooh, they had to cram in a lot and they tried real hard to make sure it fit. But every so often it's like, yeah, you're just trying to fill up space. You have nothing new to say.
Nothing to add.
What school projects do you have to add on to what other people are saying?
Don't you have those in your online school? Where there's like a conversation and you have to comment?
You could just have to make a comment based on the lesson. And so I just don't read everybody else's, and I just put mine in.
Oh.
And then I go read them. I'm like, I didn't read them, I promise.
But like in a class discussion when you're actually present and stuff. And
Oh, I was going to say when I did online college, they'd have forums and you had to add to the discussion and you couldn't repeat what other people said. So sometimes
be
it
the
was
first
like,
one out there.
sometimes you didn't want to be the first one on there because there was nothing to add because no one said anything. So you'd have to like come up with something. And
Smeargle, Painter, number 235. Once it becomes an adult, it has a tendency to let its comrades plant footprints on its back.
A special fluid oozes from the tip of its tail. It paints the fluid everywhere to mark its territory.
like a doggy. Oh. The color of the mysterious fluid secreted from its tail is predetermined for each Smeargle. Yuck.
It's kind of gross.
It's paint.
No, it's not. It's a bodily fluid.
Yep.
Hey, if people are going to get upset about breast milk, I'm a little concerned about that.
Natu, Little Bird, number 177. Because its wings aren't yet fully grown, it has to hop to get around. It is always staring at something.
It is extremely good at climbing tree trunks and likes to eat new sprouts on the trees.
It usually forages for food on the ground, but may, on rare occasions, hop onto branches to peck at shoots.
Seadra, Dragon, number 117. The male raises the young. If it is approached, it uses its toxic spikes to fend off the intruder.
Its fin tips leak poison. its fins and bones are highly valued as ingredients in herbal medicine.
An examination of its cells revealed the presence of a gene not found in Horsey. It became a hot topic.
The store?
Oh.
Buy a lot of anime shirts and stuff. Piloswine, swine, number 221. If it charges at an enemy, the hairs on its back stand up straight. It is very sensitive to sound.
Because the long hair all over its body obscures its sight, it just keeps charging repeatedly.
Although its legs are short, its rugged hooves prevent it from slipping, even on icy ground.
Ursaring, hibernant, number 217. Although it is a good climber, it prefers to snap trees with its 4 legs and eat fallen berries.
Although it has a large body, it is quite skilled at climbing trees. It eats and sleeps in the treetops.
With its ability to distinguish any aroma, it unfailingly finds all food buried deep underground.
Dodrio, triple bird, number 85. An enemy that takes its eyes off any of the 3 heads, even for a second, will get pecked severely.
If one of the heads gets to eat, the others will be satisfied, too, and they will stop squabbling.
It collects data and plans 3 times as wisely, but it may think too much and become immobilized.
Porygon, virtual, number 137. A man-made Pokemon that came about as a result of research. It is programmed with only basic motions.
It is a man-made Pokemon. Since it doesn't breathe, people are eager to try it in any environment.
An artificial Pokemon created due to extensive research. It can perform only what's in its program.
Porygon 2, virtual, number 233. This upgraded version of Porygon is designed for space exploration. It can't fly, though.
This man-made Pokemon evolved from the latest technology. It may have unprogrammed reactions.
Further research enhanced its abilities. Sometimes it may exhibit motions that were not programmed. Just to clarify, yours.
Right. Mewtwo, genetic, number 150. Said to rest quietly in an undiscovered cave, this Pokemon was created solely for battling.
It usually remains motionless to conserve energy, so that it may unleash its full power in battle.
Because its battle abilities were raised to the ultimate level, it thinks only of defeating its foes.
Yeah, we traded Mewtwo back from our red, blue, and yellow game so that we could all have them. And then with our new Pokemon that we caught out of this group of stuff, there's Magby, which in silver I named Molty.
In gold, my Magby's name is Gabby.
And in crystal, it is Fireball. And then my Magmar is Mr. Gamma, which is just Magmar rearranged.
Mine is Maggie.
And in crystal, it's Malava. Then my Mr. Mime is Mum. Mum's the word.
Mine is Ash.
And in crystal, it's Mr. Ma'am, because it was a female one. I think so was the silver one, too, which is why it's Mum, because it sounds kind of like Mom then, too. And then in silver, I named my Smeargle Cassette. Cassette? I don't know how to pronounce it. It's an artist name.
I named mine Donatello, which is also an artist name.
And in crystal, it's Golart, as in like Gollum, but with art, since Smeargle is like Smeagol. Golart! Then the Natu, I named it Natalie in silver.
I named mine Noon.
And in crystal, it's Nami. And all the other ones are just evolved Pokemon or ones we traded from other games. All right. And now that is a wrap on the Pokedex entries. And so that means there's one thing left to accomplish as far as our coverage of the game is concerned. It is time for us to battle.
No!
Take your Umbreon down.
No.
Yes, this time I will.
No.
I was humiliated last round, so now it's time for a comeback.
You can't humiliate me. There's no.
I don't want to humiliate you. I just want to win. I don't think I've ever humiliated you in a win because you've taken out a lot of my stuff. You already did. It's my turn again.
That's not fair.
Anyway, time to battle. Since we encountered our nemesis, our rival, whatever you want to call him, back at Indigo Plateau, which is actually where we're choosing to do our battle.
Aha, both of us.
All right, we're going in.
Please wait! With an exclamation.
Azure versus Lily.
No, Lily versus Azure.
Well, that's not what mine said.
You put the better one first, obviously.
Alphabetical order.
No, best.
Lily sent out Urusai, the Alakazam, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Go Leafy!
Leafy? What's good against Leafy?
I don't know. Ow!
What types are Leafy?
What type do you think Leafy is?
Can they have dual types?
I mean, Pokemon can have dual types.
Does Leafy?
No. Ow!
Ah, I went first. Dang it. You're covered by a veil.
Yep, I safeguarded.
I don't know what that does.
Yeah, your Urusai is 45 and I'm at 52. Ooh, you disabled.
What?
Oh, you tried to disable.
That's not fair. I don't like this one. Oh no.
Boom, boom. Did a little razor leaf.
The move didn't work though. That's not fair.
Confusion.
I'm hoping it does more. Dang it! It didn't do more.
More razor leaf.
I'm not sure how to hurt.
You're still alive. Ooh, another psychic. You know what beats grass.
I do.
Okay.
I just hope one was stronger than the other, because
Gotcha.
obviously one is stronger than the other.
Alright, Alakazam is down. But Leafy is hurting bad. Lily sent out Windy! Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm waiting. ...
Yeah.
Exclamation point!
Well, we'll give it a shot. Go Zeep, my Ampharos.
No!
Wing attack. A flying attack. Not very effective, although it still did a decent amount of damage because I'm only 31 to your 48.
Haha.
Alright. Oh. See you, Windy.
Hold her.
Of course, I should have known. I shouldn't have done that. It doesn't affect enemy boulder. Annoying.
You are. Are you gonna switch out your Pokemon?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna leave my electric Pokemon for your ground one.
Hey, he's rock, not ground.
He's both. Which is why electricity didn't work.
I didn't know he was both.
Ooh, actually. Oh, you used Earthquake. I'm dead. I'm not even gonna get this move off, I don't think.
Doubtful. It's a ground move.
Yeah, that totally took me out.
What were you
Oh,
gonna
and a
use?
critical hit.
What were you gonna use?
I have Iron Tail, and I think Steel might be good against Rock.
You were trying to hurt me?
Of course
That's
I
not
was!
fair.
Alright, well... That was a bummer.
Dang, I think I know who's coming. Yes, I knew who was
Yeah, I brought Leafy back out since Zeep went down. But I'm waiting, so I'm gonna guess Boulder's booking it out.
Maybe. I was looking at my moves. There's considerations to be made.
And in case nobody remembers, Boulder is a golem. Yep, there goes Boulder.
Predict who's
So what
coming
do we
out.
got? Well, I have no idea. I don't know what your team... Oh, yeah, I should have known. I should have known.
I have no idea.
I have no idea. I'm clueless.
Yeah, try to think that one through.
Yeah, that was silly. Well, I got a Razor Leaf off. Wasn't very effective, but, you know, took a little life off.
I'm waiting. Exclamation point. Waiting. Exclamation point.
Espeon, Psychic.
Well, it did a little damage.
That it did. Now I'm waiting. Oh,
I'm waiting.
Wendy's going away. Let me guess. Yep, I should have done something different. Oh well.
I'm stronger than you.
Yeah, but my Psychic doesn't even touch you.
But
Oh, yeah, 66 to 63, yep. Alright, this is not gonna go well. I should have totally done something different there. Alright, we are going to try this.
You were true. That makes sense.
Yep. Barb, my Crobat. Level 41, so significantly
I
low.
don't like it.
Big ol' bite. Takes out, like, over half my health, I think. Yeah. Yep, took over half my health.
It took over your half your health.
Yep.
Waiting.
I'm probably gonna die before I can even move. Oh, you withdrew.
I guess I should have actually.
You could have killed me.
It's fine.
I think you would have killed me. Probably would have made it. Oh, I see. That makes sense.
Oh, you flew up high. Bye-bye. Into the sky. Okay, I just rhymed.
Ooh, fancy.
Mm-hmm. Ow, you hurt me so bad.
Not really. And Rock Throw, which is going to take out my flying Pokemon.
Let's see who comes out. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a shocker.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it will be a shocker. Rogue, my Hitmonchan. I know it wasn't.
Fighting. Psychic?
Psychic is. Oh, you withdrew again. Would you knock it off? Let me get a punch in somewhere. Jeez. Oh.
Look at you. Still use punch.
All right.
Ow. It hurts so bad.
Oh, wow. And it's super effective.
How fancy.
Oh, this is really, really bad. I mean, I'm only 38 to your 66, so no wonder it didn't do much.
That's a lot of damage. Look at you did a whole lot more.
I still get to go first because Mach Punch it's kind of like a quick attack.
No, you psychic on him.
Oh, you have Psychic on him?
You told me to teach it to him, remember?
I did tell you that, and that was very good because you just totally took me out. Just like my Espeon has Bite. Well, yeah, things did not go how I was hoping, and therefore I think I'm going to lose. Some of my Pokemon are still pretty weak, though. This is the team I want to use. I gotta strengthen them up a little bit.
I don't even have a team because I'm still leveling up Pokemon.
Well, I have a team in Crystal, but I still switch some out so I can level up Pokemon.
I should figure out a team. I don't think Midnight will be part of the team. That just doesn't seem reasonable.
Why?
Don't you see how unreasonable it would be?
Well, that's why Rogue is part of my party. Because fighting is good against Dark.
Ta-da! No.
That's why I built him up a little bit. Well, I'm working on building him up. He's still obviously a little too weak. And you have a move that hurts him, so... Because I gave you bad advice. For my sake. Well, I guess we're just gonna have to go this route. Because I really don't think I can win now.
Oh, that's an interesting choice.
Isn't it, though?
Quick attack.
What? How did that... You have way too much health as Umbreon.
You did 13 damage.
And according to my little thing, it went like... Pink. Like I barely did anything to you.
That did so much damage.
It really did not.
It did 13.
Oh, man.
Out of my, 240.
It's like, it doesn't work. Bite's just not going to be very effective. It might be stronger, though. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what happens if I survive. Ooh, I get to bite first. I'm faster. Nope, not very good.
It did more.
Yep, that's good. Oh, it flinched. Ooh. Let's try it again. Let's see if I get lucky.
That's rude. Dang, you've got me down to 155.
Hey, you flinched again! Ow, don't kick me in real life.
That was barely a kick. You want a kick? Dang it, that didn't even kick.
That hurt less. Oh, you were able to get one in. And there goes Psychic. Well,
was not
I did a lot more than I expected.
I did not like that. That was not fair.
Oh, man. So I have 2 Pokemon left.
Either side.
We're going to go ahead and... Yeah, we're going to go ahead and bring out the one that you know.
Oh. Keep me in the dark on your other ones, I see.
Yeah, I'm going to surprise you with the last one.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to totally demolish you.
Mm.
It's my secret weapon.
I'm very sure of this.
Oh, you're healing? Why did you just kill me?
Back to full health.
Oh, you suck.
Earthquake. Ah. Still in the 200s.
Jeez. Yep, there goes Leafy. All right, time for the secret weapon. Do-do-do-do.
What's good against dark fighting? Is that it?
No. There's other things. Ooh, and I think I still plan on teaching a move for somebody to help with that.
Dang. I'm
There
gonna
is-
look it up later if you're not gonna tell
That's
me.
fine. I'm not going to tell you.
Remy. Oh wow, I'm
My
so
level-
scared.
My level 25 artillery. Ha 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 ha! You're going down now.
I am very intimidated. I'm very scared. Oops.
One hit. What? Oh, you just had to get a critical hit just to make sure.
That went really fast though. Did you see how fast the health went down?
I did. Well, that was another loss for me. Hey, I took out one of your Pokemon.
That was my extra Pokemon that I didn't really care.
Shut up.
No, that Pokemon was like one of the ones I was depending on, and so I was really scared once you took him
It
out.
looks like our results are now 4-2. I've beat you 4 times. You've beat me twice. Well, if I don't want this to get closer to a tie, I need to make sure I have my team ready next time. But we have the final parts of the game, so we're both going to be amping up our Pokemon quite a bit. So I think, because we're going to want them at a certain level, and we're probably going to aim for being around the same level instead of anybody being overpowered or whatever. Because we all need them out the same level to take on the boss.
I'm pretty sure Umbreon's gonna end up being like Jolteon, just be like level 100.
Not before a fight, I think. I think we need to put in limitations on...
I don't think so. I think I should just level him up.
Mm.
You see how much I work on it? Like, you know I'm gonna level him up like bows.
If you do that, I'll make sure every single one of my Pokemon is at 100.
Then I'm making sure every single one of mine's at 100.
I'll beat you to it before it's time to record.
That's not fair.
You take it way too long to level up and evolve certain Pokemon. It's not my fault.
I don't have as much time as you do. I have school.
I have work. All right. Well, that was fun. Thanks for kicking my butt again.
Are you sure?
I had some stuff ready to try to, not ready. I have things working on being able to deal with the problem, which is Umbreon. But he wasn't quite ready yet, as you could see.
But you just
And I also
showed me your
forgot-
secret weapon.
Yeah, well.
And yeah, I also have psychic, so.
Still, if I get him, especially with Mach Punch going first, if he's a higher level, he'll be able to do a decent amount of damage before he goes down, which will help the other people.
I still have Moonlight.
That you do, but that gives me a chance to keep hitting you then.
Yeah, but I can just endure through your Hitmonchan.
Plus, I'm going to have another move that's going to be strong, I told you.
What's it gonna be?
I'm not going to tell you, because then you might know who it's going to be on, because I won't be on the same Pokemon.
I doubt on.
I have to diversify.
Tell me.
Bug moves.
Bug.
Yep.
Bug.
I believe Bug is good against Dark.
Should look it up.
I also think Fairy is, but Fairy doesn't exist yet. Anyway, so that's our fight. I'm a loser. You all need to cheer for me
No.
on our final episode
No.
so I can finally
They all like
reclaim
me
my
better. I
title.
don't know why you keep like doing.
Yeah, but that's because
I
I,
mean, you-
didn't beat my daughter, who's just a teenager, at this silly game. That's why they don't like me, so they need me to
Well,
win.
your friends probably like you, but anyone else who is not related to you.
Sometimes I wonder if my friends like me.
Oh.
Anyway, now I think it's time for Pokemon cards. Time for Pokemon cards. All right, so we are opening up another pack of Destined Rivals this week. And this time I have 4 Team Rocket people with their Murkrow, Coughing, Arbok, and Rattata. I think that's what you had last time we did Destined Rivals.
I think so. Mine is Destined Rivals with, I think, Cynthia? Did I get her name right?
I think that's her name, yeah. And is that like Garchomp or something?
Yes. I believe so. Metadite. Fighting. It never skips its daily yoga training. It heightens its inner strength through meditation. Wash Rotom. Water. This Rotom has entered a washing machine. It nods with satisfaction after it floods the surrounding area. Supporter Trainer. NC's Hype. MC's Hype. Draw 2 cards. If your opponent has 3 or fewer prize cards remaining, draw 2 more cards. Team Rocket's Porygon 2 evolves from Team Rocket's Porygon Regular.
Oh, Porygon 2.
colorless.
That's one of the things that we have. That was one of our Pokedex entries.
This artificial Pokemon evolved thanks to cutting-edge science. It sometimes displays behavior that is not in its programming. Item Trainer. Arven's Sandwich. Heal 30 damage from your active Pokemon. If that Pokemon is an Arven's Pokemon, heal 100 damage from it instead.
Ooh.
Team Rocket's Arbok evolves from Team Rocket's Ekans' Dark ability, Potent Glare. That's my ability.
Because you're a Slytherin. You kicked me again.
No, I didn't. Don't lie. As long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, your opponents can't play any Pokemon that has an ability from their hand except for Team Rocket's Pokemon. The pattern on its belly appears to be a frightening face. Weak foes will flee just at the sight of the patterns. Team Rocket's Porygon Z evolves from Team Rocket's Porygon 2.
We can't get a Porygon Z yet.
Colorless. Ability Reconstitute. You must discard 2 cards from your hand in order to use this ability. Once during your turn, you may draw a card. An additional program was installed to create a more advanced Pokemon, but it was apparently flawed. Porygon Z moves oddly as a result. Arven's Toadschool. Fighting. Oh, my Pokemon. There's someone else's.
Well, a lot of them are like that. We've talked about that.
Toadschool lives in muggy forests. The flaps that fall from its body are chewy and very delicious.
Is that a reverse?
Yes, it's a reverse hollow. Second reverse hollow, Floatzel. No one else's, just mine. Evolves from Buizel. I think my other water one was also no one else's and just...
One of your item cards, too, was not necessarily you can use it on anything, but it's better if you use it on Arven stuff.
Floatzel. With its flotation sack inflated, it can carry people on its back. It deflates the sack before it dives.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Arboliva EX evolves from Dolive, grass type. It's 2-star and really pretty. You didn't say it's pretty.
It's pretty.
My energy is a water type.
Well, Arboliva doesn't care about water,
She wants to wither up and die?
I guess.
Because she does care about water. And she's no one else's. Mine.
All right. My turn. Ethan's Pichu, electric type. It is unskilled at storing electric power. Any kind of shock causes it to discharge energy spontaneously.
Cute.
Yanma, grass type. As Yanma surveys its territory, it periodically stops to hover in place by flapping its wings at high speeds. Oh, I have a regular version of Misty's Lapras now. Remember I have that, that special full art or alternate art or whatever. More kicks, jeez.
I'm not kicking you.
It ferries people across the sea on its back. It may sing an enchanting cry if it is in a good mood. I want more Misty's cards now because I just want to make a Misty deck. Because I already have a couple of cool ones.
Misty deck.
Because I have the Staryu, two Lapras now, a Psyduck,
No, stop. No.
Primeape, fighting type. It becomes wildly furious if it even senses someone looking at it. It chases anyone that meets its glare. Evolves from Mankey. Team Rocket's Golbat. Evolves from Team Rocket's Zubat. Dark type. Ability. Sneaky Bite. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may put 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. Its feet are tiny, but this Pokemon walks skillfully. It sneaks up on sleeping prey before sinking its fangs and slurping up blood.
How as gross as the Zombie Wednesday.
Oh, jeez. I've not watched that. Team Rocket's Archer. Supporter Trainer card. You can use this card only if any of your Team Rocket's Pokemon were knocked out during your opponent's last turn. Each player shuffles their hand into their deck, then you draw 5 cards and your opponent draws 3 cards.
5-3.
Oh, I think I've already had this before. Or maybe you did? I don't know. I had a special one way back, but anyway. Wellspring Mask Ogerpon, water type. This form excels in both attack and defense. It ceaselessly unleashes moves like a spring gushes water. My first reverse holo is Fomantis, grass type. Fomantis hates having its naps interrupted. It fires off beams using energy it gathers by bathing in the sun. Second reverse holo is Aerocuda, water type. Aerocuda can swim quickly only in a straight line. The ones that become sluggish from overeating are the first to be targeted by a flocks of Wattrel, the electric bird. Yeah, this is cool.
I know pelicans also, or pelicans, or whatever Pokemon that is. Also
Pelipper?
Yeah, probably that. Also eats Aerocuda.
Oh, yeah, they launch them. Oh, no, the Cramorant launches them.
Oh, maybe it's Cramorant.
Cramorant launches Aerocuda. And sometimes a Pikachu.
Aerocuda. Launches?
Mm-hmm. Sometimes after they dive, they come up with a Pikachu instead of an Aerocuda. And then they launch that at you. It's really weird. I think it was Pikachu. It's something random like that. I don't remember. Anyway. Team Rocket's Persian EX, a 2-star. Colorless.
I already have one like that.
Well, now I got one too. And now you can't use it to try to trade for things because you were like, "Look, don't you want that one?" So then I can have Misty's Lapras.
I feel like you always get something good, and I sometimes get something good.
But you already got one of these, so you also got something good. So what are you talking about?
But you probably also got you already got something good in that episode, though.
Yeah.
Like you
got something good this episode. You got an EX.
Yeah. And I sometimes get something good. Did you not hear me?
Yeah, but you also got something good the other time because you got that card that I just got.
But I didn't get anything good last time.
I don't know about that. Anyway.
I did!
Oh, another kick.
I'm not kicking you.
People can hear this. That one they could hear. Anyway. Basic Fire Energy card is my energy. And that is what I got. And then that's a wrap on our episode. So, Routes Through Pokemon is a Hunterfield Institute production. You can find us on Spotify, Amazon, Apple, and other podcasting platforms. You can also find us on YouTube at the Hunterfield Institute channel. Just look for the Routes Through Pokemon playlist. As we also have other shows that we've worked on and are working on once again. And that's going to expand even more in the new year. So, wherever you find us, please like, subscribe, rate, review, recommend to other people. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your enemies if you don't like it, because then you can force them to listen to it. Just spread the word. There's a journey to take with our episodes. Anyway, you can also reach us through email at hunterfieldmanor@gmail.com. We also have a Routes Through Pokemon Facebook page, and I post on X at HunterfieldInns and on Instagram at kinetic_card. And there we post our current Pokedexes, like which Pokemon we have, our episode rankings, our tally counts, and some Who's That Pokemon segments. So if you want to catch up on any of those things, you'll find them on those venues. Next week, we are wrapping up the Johto manga, going through the final volume, which is all just called, every chapter is the same title, just with another number attached to it. And we will have Flame back for that episode. So you can look forward to that. And we will also be covering the final 2 episodes of the Johto anime of Master Quest. And I can spoil a little bit for you. Ruby's not necessarily too thrilled about some of the things happening. She really struggles with change, and there's going to be a lot.
No, it's so sad.
Anyway, but we are going to be wrapping that up, which also means we will get to use our Pokeballs to mess around with our final rankings for the Master Quest season. And then the week after that, it's going to be our last video game episode for Johto. And following that, we're going to have some special episodes covering some other games that actually came out between Red and Blue and Gold and Silver. And that will carry us through the end of the year. So starting in January is when we'll be back with Season 3 as we finally venture into the Game Boy Advance with Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Very excited for that, and we're also going to be adding a little bit of extra stuff there, so you can, a little tease there, you can look forward to that. But in the meantime, thank you so much for listening, and we will catch you on the next route. Bye-bye! Sayonara! Part 55. The Shadow.
Didn't we just come from here?
Murasaki asked. Looking around, everything seemed exactly like it was on the floor he thought that he and Beck had left. But instead of reaching the second floor, they now stood at the bottom of the steps that should lead to the 4th floor. Gathered in the center of the room were a bunch of overseers possessed by the ghost Pokemon of the tower. They had been drawn there when Beck's Voltorb exploded to cause a distraction, but with nothing to find in the explosion since Beck had returned her Pokemon to its ball, the overseers looked around and spotted the two trying to escape.
Maybe if we head up, we'll be back on the other side.
Murasaki nodded, and the two rushed back up the steps, where they found themselves on a new floor. Instinctively, Murasaki wanted to call it the 4th floor, but with the way things were going, he couldn't be sure what floor it really was. In fact, he was beginning to wonder if he was really in the tower at all, or if he was just having a nightmare.
Oh, great. So we can climb higher, but not get any lower.
Just as there had been on the last 2 floors, overseers were roaming aimlessly around.
I'm betting they're possessed too.
Murasaki stated.
But look at the way these gravestones are laid out. I think if we're careful and stay low, we can weave our way through and get to the next flight of stairs without drawing any attention.
Murasaki looked back at Beck, who was watching the overseers.
Hey, you there?
The boy gave her a light shove against her shoulder. Beck blinked and turned to look at Murasaki without a word.
Are you paying any attention?
The girl nodded.
Okay, good. We'll go as soon as that one churns. All right, hurry.
Murasaki hurried as fast as he could, crouched down as he was. Once he reached a line of grave markers, he stopped and peeked between them, keeping an eye on the overseers. Beck was soon behind him and watched for Murasaki to give the signal to run to the next hiding place. When the time was right, they darted across the open aisle. Murasaki was not used to running in such a way, and it was harder than he had thought. At their next destination, Murasaki leaned up against the gravestone and worked on catching his breath.
I think we're almost there.
Murasaki panted.
1, maybe 2 more? Think you can make it?
Beck just stared at him, seemingly annoyed at being asked such a question. That annoyed Murasaki because, while he was sweating from the effort, Beck looked in full control. He was never going to admit it, but she was apparently in better shape than he was.
Too much time playing video games, I guess.
Murasaki thought to himself. Scooting along the gravestones, the boy watched for the right opportunity to make their run. There was an overseer standing just on the other side of the stones, and so the two of them were going to have to be extra quiet when they made their next move. Holding his breath, Murasaki waited for the overseer to turn around. But as he waited, he felt the exhaustion from running on so much fear-induced adrenaline start to take over. His blinks grew long, and it took effort to open up his eyes again.
Come on.
He thought.
Just turn already.
When Murasaki didn't think he could wait any longer, the overseer did turn. Not as far as the boy would have liked, but he couldn't wait for a better opportunity. He gave a nod to Beck, and then he started across to the next set of stones. Unfortunately, the exhaustion had gotten the better of him, and he stumbled forward about halfway across. He landed with more noise than he'd made by that point, and he was sure it was all over. Scrambling up, Murasaki flipped around and saw that the overseer was starting to turn in his direction. Realizing he still might have a chance, the boy crab-walked backward the rest of the way, his legs tucked in just in time. But then Murasaki realized Beck would be coming right after him. He sat up to signal to the girl to stay, but she didn't see and started to cross over. Sure enough, the overseer spotted her right away.
Run!
Murasaki used the gravestones to help himself back to a standing position, his knees aching from all the crouching. Beck also stood up and followed the boy as he hurried as fast as his dwindling energy would allow. The stairs were like climbing a mountain for Murasaki. His shirt was very damp with all the sweat pouring out of him as he used both his hands and feet to climb up to the next floor. But he pushed on, knowing the overseers on the last floor were coming for him and Beck. Unfortunately, once he reached the top, there was another overseer staring directly at him. She was younger than the last lady he had battled, but that wasn't saying much. And she still had that emptiness in her eyes that all those possessed seemed to have. When the woman approached, Murasaki decided to try a little gamble. The last time they had tried to reach a lower floor, they had ended up arriving on the floor they were already on. If that worked again, it would be a great way to get around that woman. Still not back up on his feet, Murasaki simply let go of the steps he was clinging to and let himself slide back down. Beck was pushed to the side, not expecting the sudden change in direction. Once Murasaki hit the last few steps, he looked over and, sure enough, he saw the woman approaching Beck, who still hadn't caught on to follow him back down. The woman that had come for him slowed down, stopped, and then went to roaming the floor again.
Weird. The overseers must not be able to leave the floor they're on. Or, more likely, the ghost possessing them.
Waiting to share the new information, Murasaki looked back up the steps to tell Beck, only she wasn't there. He looked back into the room and could see her at the top of the steps on the other side.
Right. I'm on the steps of the 6th floor now.
Since it seemed the overseers couldn't follow him back up the steps, he decided to take a chance and shout across the room.
Go back down and then up the steps like last time.
Sure enough, that not only got Beck's attention, but every overseer on the floor.
Right,
he said to himself.
And now I'm out of here.
Rushing up the steps, Murasaki did, once again, find himself on a new floor. This one was a little different than the others. Gravestones were everywhere still, and there were a couple of overseers. But the next flight of steps was not directly across this time. It was tucked into a corner and looked like there was only one path through the graves to get there.
Psh, that's easy. I'll just shoot back down these steps to get there.
Murasaki followed through with that plan and found he was back on the floor he just left.
That's not how this is supposed to work,
he said, forgetting that it is exactly how stairs are supposed to work. For a moment he wondered where Beck was and looked to see if she was still over by the other stairs. But when he saw the overseers were still coming over toward him, after his shout earlier, Murasaki rushed back up the stairs. Once he was back on the 6th floor, he realized he was feeling better than earlier. It seemed that the new discoveries about the possessed overseers and the mystery of the stairs had taken his mind off his exhaustion and even excited him. Thinking about how the overseers didn't move with a lot of speed, Murasaki figured he could just rush right by them all and reach the next flight. He took a deep breath, stretched his legs, and started to run. He had been right. While his running had easily gained the attention of the overseers, they were as slow as he had expected. Murasaki had almost made it to the next flight of steps when the air rippled in front of him. That stunned him, and he stopped short. The rippling continued, and a blurry mass began to appear. It was almost like a shadow, but of what he couldn't be sure. At that very moment, the boy collapsed to his hands and knees as he suddenly felt the exhaustion come back full force. He was wrong before. The exhaustion Murasaki had felt wasn't due to a lack of exercise. Something was draining the energy from him. That's why he had not been able to go back down. The creature, whatever it was, had lured him to that floor. It had brought Murasaki there as a meal, and there was nothing he could do about it. To be continued.